So, spawning in the blue on the bottom side of Blue Lagoon. This is Hagrit playing as Zeus. And his opponent on the other side, in the red, playing Odin. This is our soup guy. Get some extra pig, a single one, not waiting. And killing the giraffe with the TC. It's gonna lose a little bit of food to that. Yeah, a bit funny that he was gathering wood for so long, but anyways, finding a lot of pigs.
Yeah, that seems strange.
Oh, we should have hunting dogs already done, right? For soup. I think he did it.
Yep.
Yep.
Hagrid has it completed, and Soup as well.
That's good, that's good. So, regarding the map, it's basically like Savannah and Alfheim having a baby. Except like you can abuse these cliffs. Could easily wall them up and start a siege, and that's especially a problem in the west here for Hagrid. Although I'm not quite sure that's in catapult range or anything like that, or ballista in this case. Tree lines are pretty nasty too, like that. For relics, we've got Gaia's Book of Knowledge, not very useful. The Confession of Horus, though, pretty important, especially against the Mythian spammer like Zeus.
That one is very good. I'm also looking at the front TC for Hagrid. The giraffes, the rhinos, at the gold mine. And on the other hand, there's also a lot of rhinos for Soup's front TC and some gazelles. No back though, but on this other TC, back zebras and back gold.
Yeah, the back zebra, back gold combo is especially sick. Like, that's 9 zebra. That's a lot of food right there. 300 each, right? I think it's 300.
And to top it all off, we have back gold mine for both players actually. But Hagrid's back gold is kinda odd. It's super far back, so it's not even protected by anything anymore. But how do you even get there anyways? So,
No idea.
does not really look like it's a vulnerable place for the base in any way.
No. And I don't think the water is gonna play a big role either this time around, although, you know, it can be used to help wall off trade, but at the same time, it's an attacking point. And Norse is especially good at, like, getting a dock up in the later game, but will it get to the stage of the late game? I don't know. Very interesting, by the way, that there's double forward TCs on this map. For a Norse player at least, so no save TC here for sure. He'll have to work for it, but Norse player generally has some amount of map control early on, so it shouldn't be a huge problem or anything.
Athena also queued up now, so we have a 420 against a 430, roughly.
Yep. They're pretty even, so it's not like you can do any Mythian harassment for free here. It's just gonna get bolted anyway. Question is, does Hagrid get the bolt before the forest fire goes off? He doesn't yet have a second forest that he's gathering from, so, you know, forest fire can definitely do a big delay there.
Yeah, and it would also open up his base quite a bit.
Quite a bit, yeah. It can kill the wall, in addition to everything. Quick forest fire now, from the Raven, actually. It's a pretty important play. Oh, he's not doing it.
Chooses not to. I mean, if he forest fires together with a Valkyrie, the potential to actually kill something is much higher, because he can get the units stuck in the forest. So maybe that's going through his mind and saving it for it. Yeah, 2 instant longhouses.
Got the walls coming in. Sup is playing really defensive like we've seen before, but at the same time, he's gonna cavalry raid this time. And 3 longhouses is nothing to scoff at, especially if what you're making is actually Toxotes. That is a little bit of a strange decision from Hagrit. Definitely more important to get the hoplites going.
Yeah,
But
they're
we'll see
both
where he ends
playing
up.
defensive. Very careful from both sides. But Hagrid is looking like he wants to be aggressive now. Sending his hoplites and Toxotes forward. Looking for something.
Yeah, the zebras are finally being gathered from the warships or up on the tower. So defensive for this matchup, but finally we've got some attacks. And the raiding cav are kind of getting wrecked there by the Minotaur and the hoplites and the heroes. So yeah, the Toxotes are not too high in number yet. Composition kind of not working out for Supers yet. There's also going to be restoration. Obviously Hagrid doesn't want to use it early while he has many high hit point units still. And we're going to see a bit of a pause. Can't micro at all.
Is it lagging for them?
I'm sure it is. We've seen a bit of stutter here.
Yeah, Husksuppe is yellow for me. But
yes.
Oh, they're continuing. It doesn't look that bad, but then again, I'm not the one playing, so hard to
is
judge.
he yellow to you as well?
What?
Is Soup yellow to you as well?
No one's
Just
yellow to me.
Okay. If the lag gets too bad, I could swap to watching from Discord.
I guess.
Maybe our connection is randomly bad now. It was fine earlier though.
Yeah, it's strange, but I guess we'll see. If they complain again, then we can do that.
Those RCs are gonna get a lot of value here. But Hagrid just moves forward, he's ignoring it.
He don't care. Let's see if he can get some counter damage done though. Like if he gets in there, these villagers will have to loop around the walls or something. Because that's a scary army. Oh, Odysseus gives the position away, so they should be able to run just fine. Meanwhile, we've got cavalry raid in the back. Should be able to
hasn't reacted.
attack a bit, yeah. I mean, he can go around the back as well. Like, there's a lot of escape paths here.
And look at that back gold mine. He's finally trying to go for it, but the Minotaur scares him away. He did not even swing once.
Nope.
But look at Hagrid as well, his army is just standing there. Has he not realized where the hunters are?
I don't know, his Odysseus shot it, but I mean, the zebra are even dead, so he should have seen it.
Maybe he's too scared to go in because he could get surrounded.
Yeah, you never know. Like, there is a wall there, so his escape path is absolute garbage, right? But he has restoration, he has a lot of units in the back, but unfortunately for Hagrid, he is also housed. Now he's working on that, so it's gonna get better soon, but it's never... Oh, actually, Soup is housed. Okay. This should be a fight he can pretty easily win. Good time to restoration. And he is doing it.
But is that resto enough? I mean, look at how big this Norse army is.
Yeah, the archers are actually getting wrecked. Oh man. It ended up... Yep.
A very dominant fight.
For sure, the Minotaur wasn't here. Like, that's really the thing that Hagrid really wanted to have in the army. Because that just adds as a really good anchor point for the archers, but he wasn't here. He didn't benefit from restoration. And it really shows.
But still, Soup's army looking small. And Hagrid might just go for the hunters now.
Yeah, he's trying to go up through Skadi, but does it even matter? If all those villagers are dead and Soup can't access a gold mine, what then? That's just so scary right now. Gold mine is about to expire, and he's got no other gold. Hagrit has vision on every gold mine, pretty much.
And 0 gold in bank as well. That's the key point about this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. He is forcing this, and the villagers are so stuck here.
Oh, there it is. Well, he can transfer to the gold mine now, or go to another one or something.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that the damage during Frost can actually make a difference. This is just a really big Greek army.
What's he gonna do now? He's just flooding in his unupgraded raiding cavalry.
I know it would be nice to see a bunch of raids, but Hagrid is also pretty well walled up. And he's still got his walled up gold mine. You know, he's got many avenues of transition. What? I don't think Hagrid realizes his position, man. Wow. Okay.
Well, to be fair, the population is basically identical, and the resources also identical, except that Soup is heroic and Hagrid is not. And he already used restoration, so Hagrid, from that perspective, his conceit makes sense. He just isn't aware of the position exactly. But at the same time, after this unfreezes, his army's probably dead because Soup is reinforcing this non-stop, and it's hard for Hagrid to properly reinforce these walls.
Yeah, he can't. So the hot plat was working on it.
If he just cleans this army up.
I can totally see that, yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, I suppose Great Hunt is pretty powerful. So
Yes.
good little tool.
Yeah. Good old times when Zeus would win against Odin in 5 minutes. And look where we are now.
So, we've got a rematch this time around. It is Hagrid playing as Zeus. In the blue color, and in the red, we've got his opponent, the one and only Soup. Once again, Odin. He's happy with this.
Seems like it.
I did really well in this previous game, and Savannah is not too different. Although he has not yet used the... Oh, he has used Great Hunt, holy. Was it just on the rhinos? I figured... Ah, he doubled his gold count, that's it.
Not the most value.
No, I would have thought you'd want to wait anyway, for a few more goats.
Remind me, it's been a long time, but does Great Hunt work on chickens?
I don't think so. They're not. They're like the berry category actually. So they're not herdable. They're not huntable. So no.
Huh.
It's really weird. Anyway, they should probably. I think chickens would be more interesting if they fattened, but oh well. And you could order them around and scout with them. 4 hit points.
What do you think about the map?
I think it exists. This is really nothing interesting about Savannah, man. It's so standard. It's very low hunt though. That's like the one thing to highlight this time around. There's like 3 gazelles here. That is some hot garbage if you're an Odin player.
Yeah.
He's gotten some more out of it though than Hagrid does, so... there is that. Hagrid's advance time might be actually really problematic, because I don't actually see a Rhino for him. He had the one Rhino, right? And that's it. Both players did have one, and that's what they gotta work with. Now, they both expanded. They're both gonna expand eventually to outside sources.
Oh, I am so sad about this. I'm not sure if you saw it, but Soup lured the Rhino to the TC. But he just did not lure it close enough by like 1 or 2 steps, so the TC could not shoot. It was a very sad thing to see.
Yeah, that Rhino kill took a long time. Only it's not like Tor, where you get pick sticker and one tap the animals, so.
Pick sticker is broken. In a good way. And we have a very early Freya. Did you see that? At 350.
It's super early.
And he already knows where he wants to go. The Ravens found everything they need to see. But the food is basically used up by the time he hits classical age, so he's gonna go back anyways. Super low hunt. Except for the left side, there's a lot outside still to be eaten.
Yeah, actually. Probably an easier thing to take for the Norse player once again. I mean... Actually, Hagrid finds it, so... Maybe not that easy. If he pressures.
And he just clicked up to Athena.
Man, this is so inconvenient when you have like a single zebra somewhere or a single gazelle, like...
Oh, yes.
You're never gonna take that. That's just inconvenient.
No way. Some harassment coming in here.
Like, the only time you're happy about that is if you're set and your priest happens to find it.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing. And the Ulf and the Hertha are doing really nice value on the Valkyrie also. Bolt used.
Got wrecked. But I think that might be a villager. Oh, the garrison range though on that tower. I think it's like 4 range for garrisons or something like that. It's pretty good stuff. But yeah, losing that wood position is not good for business. Minotaur can't get the special attack off. So what happens.
It always cracks me up when the Minotaur's kind of stuck in the starting animation and tries for a few times.
Yeah, quite a bunch of units are the same, like Cyclops, like, what else? Polyphemus, they all have this problem, so it's a rip.
Yeah, Percy is farming Granary to get some favor. Should delete it as soon as possible here. I guess he's giving him the favor.
True. It's not nothing. And yeah, this time around Hagrid is focusing on the military academy first, which will really help him against these raids. Both relics have been captured by Soup, although they're not that amazing.
Yeah, but now he can already use the buildings as a wall again. Before he had to be careful with the forest fire, but now he's using those 2 military buildings nicely, forming a neat wall.
Yeah, good SimCity.
He's going back to the granary, farming it.
Dude, it's gonna be so hard for Hagrid to get a food economy going. Actually, he's just used the last of his food pretty much. Like, once those chickens are gone, he has to go to goats, then he has to farm. I don't think he'll be ever able to make it out of his base, man. This is hard.
Yeah,
especially with Norse jumping on top of you.
Look at Soup hunting lions. He lured them both exactly to the next to each other. That's actually really nice.
A really good drop-off position for sure.
Yes, that is lovely. Hagrid should be aware of it, but he does not have anything to deal with it anyways, so... has to look at it with an angry face and accept it.
You know what? I'd like to see the Ravens actually try to find out what's happening. They kind of don't have visibility on the mines and stuff. I mean, Hagrit is still good for like 3 minutes, maybe a little bit more, because he only has 6 villagers on gold. But after that, he will have to transition, and I think you will know about it as a Norse player this time around, because this Greek army is not gonna get big anytime soon. Although Hagrid does have a few more bills, most of that comes down to the ox guards.
Yeah, Soup finds another granary. This time Hagrid deletes it immediately. So what's going to be the plan here? He's starting to wall the middle a little bit.
It's not much happening, man.
Yeah.
The raiders are poking and trying to find damage, but most of the time they just don't get anything. There's gonna be a villager kill now, at least. But yeah, the town center covers these units 3.
And they're getting good trades on the hoplites too, some damage. But now he's just running home.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a
the
threat
TC fire.
because
I like this attack though. I mean, that should take down the temple.
that's a very dangerous threat to Soup right now. His entire production is here.
Hagrid is trying to save the Minotaur. If he can link up his oh my god, that's a lot of raiding cap.
That surround is good.
That is really good.
This is gonna force restoration most likely. Or is he
Hagrid's
just gonna
absolutely
run off?
gotten 360 no scoped.
He just takes the kills and backs off. I actually like this quite a bit. This was just a super nice fight for Soup. Just take the gifts and leave before anything bad happens. And he has so much raiding cavalry. He can look for a lot of damage with that soon.
Oh, this is about to get really awkward, Kiyomaku. There's no wood for farms. Hagrid has 3 farms, that's it. That's not enough production for even villagers, let alone villagers and hoplites.
Oh no.
We need like 8.
And the worst part is, he does not even have a food bank at all. Like, it's just all he has.
No, after that house is done, he'll spend all his food and both queues will get stuck. Bash just cancel that last hoplite or something. Maybe the Toxotes as well, so that he can make the farms? I don't know. Oh, he's losing the houses. Man.
Yeah, look at Soup farming.
Man, he's getting all the favor from this, and if that's not enough, Hagrid has to remake the houses because he's house now. Which means he can't afford the farms as much.
Yeah, and look at them going for the wood as well now.
Oh god, this is terrifying.
Yeah. Does not get kills yet, but... Oh no, this is dangerous.
What, the Minotaurs? Not the Minotaurs, right?
They're doing the little fake. But still, it's not entirely over. Hagrid still has a chance here, but it's going to be rough because that's a very big army and he's only on 90 population against a Soup's max pop. But he has restoration.
Restoration is the only chance here, yeah. I mean, there is an external gold mine there being used. I just don't really think that's nearly enough.
Oh, no.
Watchtower coming in,
About
wait.
right now, if I was Soup, I would abandon this entire forward build because the raiding cavalry is gonna do so much damage in the base. I would not pull it back. Just keep attacking. Like, this is 100 wood lost, but the damage he does in the base is huge. Or can do. If he just go for the wood, go for the gold. Where are you going?
Oh, he's leaving.
No.
He's done.
I am so surprised to see this. Like, it's completely open and undefended, and he could have gotten them stuck too.
No, yeah, I think so. Also, the temple is back. Armory is up. We should soon be looking at a heroic transition. Maybe that is why he wanted to save the unit, so that he doesn't need to replace them, you know? He's got the eco for heroic now, so why not take a fight with Frost up? It makes a lot of sense. It's probably a catastrophic amount of damage to Hagrid if he does that. especially during resto.
That's probably his plan, to force a fight exactly before he hits heroic, so that Hagrid trigger fingers on resto and immediately gets frozen. That would be game ending, probably.
Oh,
Especially because
loses
Hagrid
the
is not even
Valkyrie
close.
actually. Ooh, that is not nice. Not the plan, but Hagrid needs every little advantage he can get, so...
Yeah. His
think
army
he'll
is not
take it.
small by any means, though.
No, and he's got a nice position set up here, which is a little bit of a choke point, but getting surrounded at the same time and opening up the path by killing the
Honestly?
Longhouse. Uh-oh.
At this moment in time, he could have literally deleted his own longhouse to remove the choke point.
That is not wrong. Oh, the
And-
early frost though. Why?
It's not wrong either, though, because what is Harry gonna do about it? I guess he can try to heal up after it.
Yeah,
Not
you wait
too
for the
much
last
less.
second of it, and then you trigger resto. Like, he'll lose a bunch
Yeah,
of units.
You're right. Using Frost early is probably not a good idea here. It was not the best idea, but it's still going to produce value, because if they fight back, they will not get healed as fast. So.
I suppose the favor is going up.
Yeah. And he's farming some Toxotes. So what's gonna happen after this? This is gonna decide the game for sure.
Well, we've got the Frost Giant freezing stuff.
Not much left at all, actually. It's
You know what? Maybe I'm
completely
wrong to
thinned
second
out.
guess this. It looks like Super's absolutely crushing this. There's some nice hoplites from the back coming in, so the raiding cav are not safe. But there's so many throwing axemen, and there's extra Frost Giants coming out. Winter Harvest even for the farmers. It looks like Hagrid is left with pretty much nothing. That's tough. That's really tough. Hunter's Axe even coming in for the throwing axe. Oh man. Hagrid got a little bit crushed. He's down to 58, population was 104.
Yeah.
And he's gonna call it right there.
Whew.
Well, nice bronze match, and congrats to Soup for taking the third place. Also congrats to Hagrid for placing fourth. And I guess we'll be off to do the grand finals shortly.
That's gonna be very exciting. Shadow against Chemo.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Big shout out to all our patrons. You enable us to make better content and to give more back to the community. If you haven't already, make sure to collect your perks. Our next Patreon goal is at $300. It will allow us to double the planned prize pools in Season 2 for all games that we provide as a baseline. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.